From a medical point of view, the Eighth Amendment stops me doing my job. In fact, most women with crisis pregnancy don't come to GPs. There's no reason to come. We can't do anything, and they don't know what our reaction will be. And technically, there is a law that could see them in jail, so there's a big chill factor. And the biggest problem is in an emergency in an obstetric hospital where a woman's life is threatened, and instead of a doctor doing his job, he stops or she stops and thinks, I better ring the head of the hospital. He then says, I better ring the barrister in charge, and the woman dies. And this has happened. So doctors have to be left to make decisions with the patient in the patient's best interest. And other forces like constitutions and criminal threats interfere with the process and stop doctors doing their job. You can only have an abortion in Ireland under present law if your life is immediately threatened. So she has a serious cancer, she doesn't have an abortion. Sadly, if she's then about to die of the cancer, she can have an abortion then. It's pretty late. So things like women in a case like that can't have certain scans. They can't have radiotherapy, which is often the therapy of choice. There are large numbers of drugs they can't have. There are antibiotics they can't have. So your chance of surviving that cancer is diminished by the Eighth Amendment. And that's just one of many areas. The No campaign has a superb argument. And they only have one superb argument, which is that abortion is wrong. It's a reasonable attitude. It's an attitude to be respected. And if they stuck to that attitude, I think we would all be better off. Instead, they seek a myriad of other half arguments, many of them unrelated, and they tend to put forward arguments that are at variance with medical facts. And this is how they work, by scare tactics. They have a poster that says "License to Kill." So the first thing they've done there is they have deeply insulted the 200,000 Irish women who've had abortions. They've called them killers. And they're saying anybody else who has an abortion in England or Ireland is a killer. That's horrific. And that, unfortunately, is the level at which they operate. They have another one that says babies will die. Now, they're trying to create a picture of a born baby being killed. We're talking about early fetuses being aborted. No babies are dying. This is the message they put out. And the one that annoys me most is the one with their slogan, "Love both." They don't love both. They love the fetus. Completely and absolutely. They don't love that woman who's been raped who has major physical or psychological problems. They're simply saying, we're not really interested in you, we're only interested in your fetus. So I think the tone is very anti-woman, it's demeaning, and it sees women as frivolous incubators.